Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 2. We are learning unit 16. Its title is A Delightful Day. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modified for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear children, today under the title of pronunciation skills, we are going to learn about consonant clusters. Before this, in your unit 3, I have already taught you about consonant clusters. I hope you remember the concept. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And today we are going to learn further to identify initial and final consonant clusters. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 83, and speak to people good words. Yes, my dear children, what this beautiful verse is telling us, better this is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to always use good words. Okay, so whenever we speak, whenever we talk, we should use good words. And the quality of good words is they are good and they are spoken correctly and clearly. This is what we are learning and we are trying to improve our pronunciation, right? So you tell me, what are consonants and what is initial sound? We have learned both concepts, so pause the video, answer these questions to your teacher and then come back. Yes, my dear students, I hope you could answer correctly that consonants, when we take A, E, I, O, U, out from all the letters, these 5 are vowels and rest of these 21 are consonants. Remember, we have learnt about it. So total there are 26 alphabets of English letters. When we take vowels, 5 vowels out of these letters, rest 21 are consonant, right? And what is initial sound? When we say a word, the first sound, first or beginning sound which you can hear is initial sound, right? For example, look at this picture. Say what is its name? Say it, bag, right? Bag. So what is the initial sound? This B is initial sound. And you can see this is a consonant. So what is consonant cluster then? A consonant cluster is a team used for 2 adjacent consonants. Means, the way you look here, it's one consonant. If there are 2 consonants together, they are coming in a word, they are known as consonant cluster, right? They are known as consonant cluster. And if they are in this consonant cluster, the individual sound, both of the letters keep their individual sound. Okay, how we say it? Now look at this. First, you look at these letters, B, B, both are consonants. When we find a consonant cluster in a word, we say it together and both consonants keep their sound. And how do we say it? Blood, blood, right? And because it is at the beginning of the word, that's why it's a consonant cluster at initial position, right? Okay, again, look at this word. Now, B and R, both are consonants, right? And together, we'll pronounce. How do we pronounce it? What is the sound of B? It's B. And what is the sound of R? It's R, Br. Brain. How do we say it? Brain. How do we say it? Brain. So this consonant cluster is pronounced together as a unit without break, and we just say it by keeping both sounds together. Brain, 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 right? Okay, again, this is at initial position, so it's a consonant cluster at initial position. Next, D and R, both are consonants? Yes, so it's a consonant cluster. And how do we say? Draw, 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 right? We have practiced it. Again, it is a consonant cluster at initial position. Next is cloth, cloth, cloth. Okay. Now look at this. S and T, both are consonant, and in this word, this consonant cluster is coming at the final position because this is end of the word. So if it is at the starting of the word, this is called consonant cluster at initial position, and if it is at the end of the word, it is called consonant cluster at final position. But the pronunciation for both, either it's at initial position or at final position, we'll pronounce it how? By joining both sounds. So what is the sound of letter S? It's S, right? And what is the sound of letter T? It's T. List, 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 right? This is how we pronounce it. It's consonant cluster at final position. Okay. Lamp, lamp, lamp. Plant, plant, you see, plant, right? So this is how better first we identify consonant cluster and then we pronounce it. Are you clear with the concept? All right. So let's practice it through an activity. Your teacher will show, means if she has like flashcards, she will show these cards to you. Otherwise, she may write words, and students will first identify initial and final consonant clusters and then they will pronounce it. So this is how you are going to complete this activity. Pause the video, enjoy the activity and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. Now we are going to practice this concept from your book. Fill in the blanks with the correct consonant cluster in initial and final position. So beta, first you'll have to look at the picture. Here is a word. For few words, the final consonant cluster is missing. For few words, initial is missing. First, you have to say the word, find out the consonant cluster and then write it over here. So if you find any difficulty, raise your hand, talk to your teacher, and teacher once again kindly guide the student. Don't tell the answer. Make the child to try by him or herself by looking at the picture. For example, look at this picture, what it is. It is tent. So how do we spell tent? And be focus, these both of the letters are consonant to complete this word, right? So this is how you will complete this exercise in your book. So pause the video, complete this question and then come back. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job. Now it's time for your homework. You will write words of each consonant cluster in your notebook. And here is a worksheet, my dear fellow teachers. This worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. So what we have learned today, we learned to identify initial and final consonant clusters. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah.